What's going on, everybody? Rob A here, and today we're taking a look at LEGO Marvel Superheroes set number 76083, Beware the Vulture. This set has 375 pieces and retails for right around $40. We also get 4 minifigures in this set. We get the Shocker in his movie incarnation. We've got Vulture. We've got Iron Man somehow snuck his way into one of these sets, and of course Spider-Man himself with his Power Blast feature. This is the largest of the 2 sets currently available for Spider-Man Homecoming, and I have to say I'm quite excited for not only the film, but these sets themselves. We do get the Vulture, of course. He's got his big mechanical wing pack in this set. Represented here very nicely, I might add, by some of these new tile pieces, or newer tile pieces that have just, come to, what was it, the last year, I think. 2016, these were first introduced, I believe. I could be wrong about that. But you get some cool features. You get a nice-looking vehicle, which is very cool. A bunch of stickers, it looks like, to show some damage. I don't know that I'm going to actually put those stickers on, but it's nice to have the option. We get a stud shooter here, a couple of boxes of contraband weaponry, I'm assuming. And taking a look at the back, we can see some more features of the set that the truck itself opens up to reveal the stud shooter. We've got some webbing attached to the back. That's pretty cool. The Shocker does have his big, beefy power gloves here. We get a little rifle in the back, and that looks very, very similar to the rifle that Kraven gets in the Web Warriors Bridge Battle set. So we got some stud shooters, some various bits in the back of the truck here. It shows all the different features and things. And, of course, Vulture and Iron Man. And I'm not sure if this is a new suit for Iron Man or not. I'm sure some of you guys can let me know in the comments whether or not this suit has been seen before. And, of course, we get a comic book included, and you build something super. So, very, very cool. I'm very excited about this set, so I'm going to go ahead and get it put together, and we will see you guys back here in just a moment. So real quickly, guys, let's actually take a look at what is inside the box here. So we're just going to go ahead and open this up and dump. Alright, so it looks like we've got 3 bags total. Bag number 3. Bag number 2. It looks like bags 2 and 3 actually comprise the main vehicle in the set. And then this bag is probably going to be just the Vulture's flying gear. And it's actually pretty neat. The Vulture helmet is one of the new Iron Man helmets, which I don't actually have from any other sets. So it's kind of neat that I actually get one of those helmets, but just in the form of Vulture's helmet here. So bag 1, 2, and 3. You get a comic book, which is double-sided, it looks like. You got a little bit of Thor Ragnarok on the back here, so that's pretty neat. Two instruction booklets. So one, again, presumably for the Vulture's flying rig. Yeah, just like that. And then book 2 will obviously be for the vehicle. So you got that going on. Neato burrito. And last but not least, well, maybe least, depending on how you feel about it, we do have some stickers here, of course. And just going at the look of the stickers, I will probably not put on any of the web stickers, or maybe the battle damage. I'm not sure. I haven't decided yet. These probably go on the Vulture's flying gear. And if you look at the stickers, they do look very reminiscent of Chitauri Tech. From the Avengers sets, so that's possible. It's possible that that's crossover sort of thing here, and then of course more damage for the vehicle. So that's it for the box contents. I'm gonna go ahead and, like I said, and get this stuff put together, and I'll see you guys right now. Alright guys, beware the Vulture. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to check out the minifigures of this set like we always do. And I'm going to let you know right away that there may be some spoilerish things that happen in this particular section of the review. So if you don't want to see those things, or if you don't want to know anything that's about to happen, I suggest you skip ahead maybe 2 or 3 minutes into the video so you don't get spoiled. Potentially. I could be totally wrong about this, but it's just something weird I noticed about the minifigures. So if you're not interested in knowing what that is, go ahead and just skip ahead. So that said, let's check out the minifigures. So first thing we're going to do is we're going to start off with the web slinger himself. And here he is. He's exactly the same as you get in the other Homecoming set, and I think it's the same minifigure you get in the Civil War set as well. So here he is. It's nice print, but honestly, I'm a little bit disappointed in this minifigure. I do like the design, certainly. You can see he's got a little bit of silver around his eyes, kind of indicate those Stark technology eyes he's got going on. And check out the back here as well. It's got dual tone legs, which work great, and he's got some printing on there as well. And he's also got some stuff on his arms, which I'll show you here. So he's got some arm printing. Very nice. But still, I think this is a missed opportunity. I would have really liked to see, since there are only 2 Homecoming sets that we're aware of, I really would have liked to have seen maybe a different Spider-Man, maybe in his old-style costume. Because I know all of the other toys for the set, for the movie, definitely show off that Spider-Man with the goggle eyes and everything else. And I think it's a real missed opportunity. We could have gotten another different Spider-Man minifigure, which really would have added to the value of actually picking this set up, you know, beyond Vulture and Shocker. It would have really helped justify that $40 price tag, which is quite substantial. I mean, it's got a piece count that, you know, I guess technically reaches that, but overall, I prefer to see a little bit more variance in my minifigures than just, you know, going by piece count saying it's fair. So there is Spider-Man. It's a good minifigure, but I feel it's kind of a loss there. Next up, let's go to Shocker. Here he is, a really cool Shocker character design, and it's very basic as well, but it captures the yellow and black that is associated with the Shocker, and they even got the pattern on the arms that Shocker's known for. No mask, and I guess he's got his Shocker gloves, which supposedly are upgraded versions of Crossbones gloves from Civil War. So that's pretty cool to know. But they just obviously reused their Legends of Chima Gorilla gloves there, which, you know, I mean, that's fine. It gets the point across, I guess. Underneath these is just normal hands matching his skin color. No gloves or anything like that. But and if I can actually get this guy going, there we go. We can check out the back, and he does have a hood on, or a hoodie underneath his jacket, which it's a little bit weird, but I guess it makes sense. I don't know. Just looks a little bit strange to me. But there you go. No printing on the legs, and that's fine. So that is the Shocker. Next up is Iron Man, and this was the kind of spoilery thing that I let people know about, and I don't know if it is. I'm just saying it seemed off to me. So here's Iron Man, and again, I don't know exactly which armor this is. I'm sure you guys can tell me in the comments. I don't remember seeing it before, but you know, it's entirely possible it's an old suit. On the back, you can see some more cool patterns printed on there, and then under the mask is nothing. It's just a clear blue minifigure head, which implies, well, I mean, it has a couple of implications. It could mean that either this is, in fact, not Tony Stark, and he sent a drone out to help Spider-Man, which would be kind of a jerk move, personally, I think. But or it could just mean, for whatever reason, Lego did not want to include a Tony Stark head for this minifigure, but I don't know. It just seems very strange to me, very off. that they would not include a regular minifig head. I mean, it doesn't show this anywhere on the package that it's got a clear head underneath. I mean, looking at the picture on the box, you can kind of tell by seeing the neck, but if you didn't already know, you would never, ever, ever look at that and say, oh, that's a clear head under there. Like, you just wouldn't think about that. So it's very, very strange to me that it says on the box Ironman, which I guess technically it's an Iron Man minifigure, but you don't get Tony Stark. And as Tony Stark has told us, he is Iron Man. But you do get this minifigure, Iron Man or Iron Drone. It's up to you, but yeah, it's pretty neat. And last but certainly not least is the Vulture himself. So here's the minifigure. He's got his big old wing pack, and you know what? Normally, Lego vehicles tend to be way bigger than they need to be, but in this case, his flying pack in the movie does look quite enormous. Maybe not quite this far out along his back, but, you know, it gets the point across here. You get some really cool designs with these plates as well. You can remove the Vulture himself from the flight pack, and we'll do that for right now, just to show you guys the minifigure itself here. And very nice harness printed on there. He's got the fur collar, which is indicative of the Vulture. And this is one of the newer Iron Man helmets as well. Nice printing on there. And on the back, he does have some printing on the back. It's, you can kind of see it. I'll show you guys a little bit closer. Yeah, no, I won't. It's just a repeat of the fur collar that goes around there, and you can see just some gray lines. Nothing too special here. And then no printing on the legs, and that's fine. So we're gonna take off his helmet and see that it is a really old-looking dude. This is not Michael Keaton at all. So I wonder if they just reused, because I don't have the Doc Ock tentacle trap or whatever it is that actually has the classic Vulture figure. I don't have that set, so I don't know. This looks like it may just be a reuse of that Vulture head, which is kind of a bummer, because I was really looking forward to having a nice old man Michael Keaton head print on this guy. But, you know, I mean, I guess it does the job for the Vulture here. Maybe when they actually made the minifigures, they didn't know who was playing the Vulture. I don't know. And here is the flight suit itself. So we can go ahead and show off some of the articulation here. We do get articulation in the wings. They can go about yay far back and pretty far forward, assuming there's no minifigure attached to it. It does have these blasters on the top. They can just be popped out if you want a cleaner look, or if you want to use these blasters in the Vulture's hands, you can do that too. The individual feathers on the ends are posable as well. I don't know why they used two 1x1 tiles for this bottom feather here instead of just a 1x2 tile. Maybe to up the piece count a little bit and try and get it closer to that, closer to that 400 piece count, so they could charge, more whatever money. Well, there you have it. We got some nice use of a tilted plate back here, and it does show you to tilt these in the instructions, just like that. Got a little thruster back here. On the back, we can see we do have these, I think these are more thrusters. They're like big fans or something, probably some sort of propulsion device. And these are on ball joints, and then on like twisty joints in here, so you can kind of get these in pretty much any position you'd like. They're a little bit hindered just due to the way the ball joint cup works, but you get the idea. And then, of course, you got the Chitauri looking stickers on the back here. I think that looks pretty neat. Let's go ahead and fan these feathers out a little bit. Yeah, whatever. And you can, of course, attach him via this little harness on his back. Just like so. If I can actually get it to work. There you go. And the Vulture is flying around. Now, that's pretty much the majority of the set outside of the truck, but let's go ahead and take a look at the set itself. So taking a look at the set as a whole, you do get some extra accessories here. And really quickly, I just want to show off the web shooter attachments here. So he does come with 2 of these. Actually, you get 3 in the box because they do pack an extra just in case. And how this works is it plugs into the hand, and then it's got this curved piece that when you press on it will force the hand to release the web, and it should fly. Well, it should fly forward, but you know, your mileage may vary. There you go, that's got it. Now, I did say this in the other review, but I'll say it again. I'm a little bit concerned about the longevity of this piece, specifically the longevity of the hands, because you are like forcing this piece out of the hands, you know, every time you use it, and you like, you know, you can kind of see a little bit. We'll try and get this to focus in. Well, I guess they did their homework, because it's not really moving the hand at all. So hopefully that's not going to stress and break over time. But I would just still be careful about that. But you get these guys. You also get some webbing. You get a line of web, which is very cool. I do wish it had come with 2 so that you can have Spider-Man, you know, web to the car, and maybe web to Vulture, or web to the car, and web to something else. But you also get this piece of web as well, which, you know, you can rest anywhere you like. You could, you know, web the tires here. It will fit into the tire there. The way they show it on the package, you've got this piece on the back that you can just, well, pop that off, and then pop this on as though he webbed up the back of the car or some sort of thing, which you could totally do, and that works. But we'll leave this for now. And you also get Spidey's cell phone, because in this modern day and age, Peter Parker's not going anywhere without a cell phone. I'm sure he's addicted to it, you know? So he's got to get that FaceTime with whatever his girlfriend's name is now. I can't remember it. It's not really that important. But, yeah, Spidey with his phone. Pretty cool. I'm sure it's going to be seen a lot in the movie. Maybe he's talking to Tony Stark. It doesn't matter. So let's move on to this truck here. And it's actually a very nice vehicle. And it was a really nice build as well. You can see we use these axle pieces for the bottom, simulating an actual axle, which is pretty cool. You do have room for one Joker inside here, and we'll use hammer hands over here. Shocker. We'll probably have to take these off. I don't know. He may fit in there with them, but it's just a lot easier without, so we'll just plop him in there. So he can drive around in the truck. And if you move his arms up, you may even be able to like move him over and move the steering wheel over. And we'll actually try that right now, because I think I'd prefer that quite a bit. Yeah, you can totally do that. And maybe that's what the instructions show. It's not very clear on where they want you to put the steering wheel. But yeah, this totally works actually. So that's pretty nice. And on the back of the truck here, you can see we've got a sticker that says, "How's my driving? It's shocking." And you can open this up, and that will presumably, well, not quite release these boxes back here. So you actually have to open the top of the truck here. And we've got some cool accessories going on in here. So we do have a stud shooter that is labeled with the DODC on it, and each label has its own number associated with it as well. So this can come up here and presumably shoot at Spider-Man while he's swinging around in the air. We get a couple of these crates, which we'll look at in just a second. But you also get the hunting rifle, which actually comes in 2 parts, which are attached to the sides of the vehicle. And we can grab these and actually put them together like so, and you've got your little hunting rifle. So it's nice that they actually had it like separated, you know, like you would sort of an actual rifle. You can put it together for your use, and then you can just store it here in the sides of the vehicle when you're not using it. So very, very cool. This can, of course, go back in, and this can all close up like so. And I'll show you guys what's in these crates. So one of them has this little item, which I don't know if this is supposed to be a rocket, if it's supposed to be a Chitauri bomb, if it's supposed to be an energy source, or somehow an infinity stone. I really don't know what this is. I'm sure it'll like have some sort of place in the movie that'll be barely recognizable, much like those batteries from the Guardians of the Galaxy sets. But you do get one of these in this crate. And then the other one, it was just a means for me to actually hold some of the extra ammunition for the stud shooter. I just kind of tuck some of those guys in there. But yeah, overall, I mean, when you're looking at it sort of in a vacuum, it doesn't really look like a $40 set. This looks like maybe a $30 set right here. So you're paying for the licensing, you're paying, and I mean, you are paying for the pieces. There are 370 something pieces in this set. So I can, mostly see how that's justified. But again, I would have really liked to see a unique Spider-Man figure. I got really sick of all the Batman minifigures from the Batman movie series. I would have liked to see more variation there, and I would love to see more variation here. Vulture's cool. His flight pack is really neat. The truck, I really like the truck. I think the truck is just going to hang out in my Lego City. Because it's just a nice looking vehicle. Shocker, it's really nice to have a version of the Shocker in Lego form. And, another Iron Man suit is never terrible. And it's one that I don't think I have, but it is weird to get that kind of clear head there, and I'm not sure what the deal is there. But overall, pretty solid set. I'm happy with it. So that's going to do it for this review, guys. I want to thank you so very much for watching. If you enjoyed the video, please hit that like button. It actually really does help me out quite a lot. And of course, subscribe if you want to see more. I'll have more Lego stuff coming as soon as I can and all that jazz. But in the meantime, thanks again for watching. I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye for now.